and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different. Like with me as an only child, I have to go out. I don't have a younger brother or sister or that.
Yeah.
So I'd go out. I remember I've had fights with my neighbours and shit, like proper fucking fights with like the parents would be like, you're not going to talk to them and shit. But like that just fucks off.
Imagine neighbours. Imagine having
You
neighbours.
don't. Yeah, he lives in the country. So he has fuck all neighbours. You've got what is it? The other small town. I'm not going to name of it, but you've got another small town where there was probably people there. But it's a fucking trek going back there every day. And like you don't know, like maybe there was people in your like primary school that went to that town. Waterwood.
Well, I knew someone from high school that lived there.
Yeah. Oh, well, there you go then.
I don't know if he still does.
Fuck knows. I don't know. It's crazy though, because like, I don't know how the fuck we got onto this topic.
I don't even know.
We're just kind of seeing how it goes. You know what? We'll finish up the podcast here. How about
that? Yeah. Leave it as a cliffhanger.
Yeah, we'll leave it as a cliffhanger. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. It's pretty much just me blabbering on about shit.
Yeah, because I don't have any stories.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get stories into them for the next episode, definitely.
I don't have good memory though, so I can't.
Either do I. We're not starting another podcast. But like, yeah, we'll fucking see how it goes. Hope you enjoyed.
Peace.
See you later. Hello, this is the What You Saying podcast by Cameron and Liam.
What you said?
What You Saying. This is our first podcast. We're absolutely shitting British.
He is, I'm not.
To our two viewers that's probably going to be listening into this on SoundCloud and YouTube. This is pretty much just going to be our first like fucking test episode, see how things are going to be working.
Yeah.
Sitting in my log cabin in our road. And we'll just see what happens, to be honest, because I don't know. This was kind of hard to set up, honestly. Like literally, like 2 days ago, we were just thinking about setting this up, and the next thing we're fucking sitting in this cabin, fucking freezing cold with a laptop and 2 microphones in front of us.
I'm straight. That's how we do
it. This podcast, it's fucking mad. we did a few test runs before setting up this one, where it was testing the audio and seeing how it hears. Everything's set up fine. We're actually like pretty impressed with how it's actually going on. I don't know. I'm actually more impressed than I thought.
Yeah.
Like just for like I think they were like 50 quid each.
Yeah, 50
each microphone.
Off Amazon.
Yeah. And then Liam's laptop. It's like old. And like the fucking monitor's coming off and everything, which is like unreal. Don't do that, you might fucking break the thing even more. That's the podcast over.
Oh well.
Just gonna have to see what happens with that. But we were doing a test setup before this. And we're listening back to the audio. I don't know what it is, but it's like when you hear your own voice, you start like...
And it's delayed.
It's delayed. So I was like listening back to it. I was listening to it when we were recording it. And I was like, what was it, my voice? It was like, so I'm listening to my
it was like,
voice.
It's actually worse.
Yeah, like I don't know why. Like just when you hear your own like initial voice, it just like it sounds weird and like you're trying to like I don't know just how your head works.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing that fucked me over there is just how my head worked in that situation. I'm hoping these mics sound like alright.
Yeah,
because in the test it did, and they actually look banging in that. But like the setup we've got is like a fucking cheaper one. Like we ain't got fucking mixers and shit set up like testing the audio. We want the perfect like fucking Blue Yeti mics.
Yeah.
And like the £1,000 laptop.
They like glitch all the time.
The Blue Yeti ones. I think one of our mates had one for his PC, but I think he's just I don't know if he's still using it or not. Or if he went back to just like his normal mic. But I think he said it was alright, but it was like get glitchy at the start and stuff. And just seeing how that goes on. Like the topic for this episode, which was like obviously cause it's an initial one with just the two of us, for the What You Saying podcast, which is like just how we were when we were younger, how we actually met, how we came across each other, which we both went to different schools. So you went to was it Inverbrothick?
No, St Thomas.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. And I went to Timmers. So St Thomas, that was opposite end then. That was like
it was beside his head.
The fuck's his head? I didn't even know where these schools were. But we totally didn't. It doesn't matter. Like we went to different schools.
Yeah.
So we both when we were in primary school, we obviously came up with like different friends, and some of them stayed, some of them went. I don't know. Chubbs was in yours,
He wasn't in my primary.
Was he not in your primary?
I don't hang around with anyone from primary anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So with me, it's a different situation. I've had 3 of them. There's like an initial 3, like the main 3. that I've came from, and then there's obviously some other people that like you don't talk to as much, but they're there. And they're kind of like those three are the ones that I've been like since like, cause one of them we met in nursery, and then in PE when we went to PE. So there's people from America listening to this. You start off with like you could go to like playgroup, which is like what 3 years old, like 3 years old. It's like kindergarten, and then when you're 4 years old, you'd go to nursery, which could be like in your like primary school that you're going to, and then from there, so you're like 4 or something then, and then the next. How many years was there in primary school? 7 years. You did primary school after that, like nursery year, and then from there you went to the high school, and you could do that for 6 years or 4 years or 5 years. Cause
I dropped out at 4.
Yeah, you dropped out at 4. I dropped out in 5th year, but you had a job before that anyway. Yeah. So I've got like these initial 3 friends from like nursery. I jumped to another one that's just still like the other best mate, and then. Yeah, it was just like those. It was the 3 people here from like my primary school. So I obviously came out with 3 and other people that I know. And you kind of get along with them, because at the age we're at, we're obviously both 19.
Well, I'm not yet.
He's not yet. He's in November, but it's starting to get to that point where like you don't talk to these people as much anymore, like as much as you used to. Like, because when you're in high school, you're always around them, so you're always going to talk to them. But when you get like out of there, you're going to talk to them sometimes when you see them. Yeah. See, one of our mates, every time he sees someone, he tries to like talk to them, get hyped up by them all the time, and it might even just be like the same conversations and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like different. So like we only met in high school. I don't think we talked in like first year, second year.
No, I think we started talking properly in third year. Yeah, because you were in like 2 of my classes.
Yeah, I think it was third year when we started talking, which was maths.
And
what was the other
graphics?
Was it graphics?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started talking then, and that's when like all the trouble was happening, because the thing is we were like in that same group. I'm pretty sure. Like, I think you had like the other few.
Yeah.
Like Rory and that. At the start, and then after a while, just both the groups kind of collided together. And then I think that was 4th year actually when that happened, and then after that, you obviously left. And I stayed the extra year, but like we did like talk to each other and stuff. And then
I kind of wish I did stay that extra year though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, just for more grades or what?
Yeah.
Because
I got like that for everything.
Yeah, even that though. Like I came out with I think it was like 3 nat 5s or something. Like I hated high school. The social aspect was like the only good thing.
Yeah.
Which was like it was good. So we went in like 3rd year, 4th year, and then we didn't actually talk, did we? It was when I started coming on PlayStation.
Yeah.
It was when I started coming on PlayStation more, because you were friends with obviously Cal.
Was I not friends with you first? I thought I added
Cal. I don't know. I don't know how it worked. I can't mind. No, because I was Cal not talking with you both.
Callum like never spoke to us at high school. He was always quiet.
Yeah, he's always been like, he's my cousin, but he's like totally different to me in the way he's been brought up and that, even too. Like he is quieter. So it's just trying to teach the boys some lessons there. He's just like a wee brother, trying to teach him how to get shit done, which doesn't normally go well, and I just get mugged off in the end. So it's just shit. I'm sure it was.
I'm pretty sure that
coming on PlayStation. I know we knew each other beforehand because obviously the maths and stuff. But I think it was when we started coming on PlayStation more, and that's when we started hanging around more. Yeah. Like going out. Because obviously Chubbs isn't one for going out. He doesn't want to drink or anything.
He doesn't like parties.
He doesn't like that aspect, which, to be fair, a lot of people that I know didn't like that. But I think it's more the situation that he's been in, which is making him want to avoid it more. I don't know. You never know these things. Why people are thinking, God, this is some fucking podcast. There's some real shit coming out today, and some bullshit at the same time. But nah, it's good. So we met 3rd year, 4th year, and then after that it was moving on to PlayStation, which even then when we came on PlayStation, you weren't coming out right at the start when I was going out.
Yeah, I know.
And then it was like after.
It's because you didn't invite me. You pricks.
True. But then after that, realised you're the fucking man. Yeah. So after that, I just like we came out, and then.
I know you've ditched me again.
I haven't ditched you, right? Okay, so here's the situation with that. Because the way his work is, someone's left, so now he's doing Friday. He works what, Saturday,
Friday, Saturday and Sundays.
Yeah, but you can go out on Saturday night.
I can sometimes go out on a Friday.
You can go. Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Friday night. You can go out on Friday's night, but you can't go out on Saturday night. Which I think you're just being a bitch at the end of the day. And you could come out Saturday.
You mean the bitch?
Because everybody goes out Saturday. Like Friday, I'm not gonna lie. I actually do. Maybe sometimes prefer Fridays.
Yeah.
There's maybe like a more social aspect to those Fridays. That was disgusting. This ain't a fucking ASMR channel here. Just lick the mic.
Just wait.
But
no, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I feel like Fridays are actually better sometimes. Like maybe it's just because we've done pub crawls and stuff, that's why it's better.
Yeah.
But like
my birthday's on a Saturday though, and then we're going out on that Friday.
What? Oh yeah, because you're you're that day. Yeah, because we're going out on the 1st.
Peaky Blinders pub crawl.
Yeah. Oh, so we've got this plan. The Peaky Blinders pub crawl. There's like what, 18 of us?
I think so. 18 pubs.
18 pubs. 18 people. 18 pubs. We're all getting dressed up because we're gonna do it for Halloween. But like, you can either do it the weekend before it, which is like the 26th.
Well, yeah, I'm off.
Or you do it the day after. If you do it the day after, more people will go out because Halloween's on a Thursday. What you say?
But I'm off the week before.
Yeah, but like there's more of us, so like if one goes, it's game over for you.
I've already went.
Yeah, well you're coming anyway, so it doesn't matter. You just need to fucking get your boss to help. Tell him you actually need to take one of these weekends off and go out instead of just fucking driving every time. But to be fair, the last time you drank, you broke your fucking ankle.
Didn't break it.
Yeah, well, you
it's
busted it. Yeah, it's fine now, but you busted it.
It's
moving fine now. Maybe there'll be some sponsors at some place who can run them in here.
Sponsored by Band-Aids.
Band-Aids. Oh, nah, it's good though. So after this stage, it's pretty much just been going out drinking, being on PlayStation, going out to McDonald's,
living the life.
And that's the situation we're at just now. We live in a small town, which is like maybe when you're younger, like you've got more stuff to do. You can go out. You obviously have like the beach park and stuff at the front. And there's like, you obviously have be out with more friends and stuff, but not more friends.
God, I get a drink.
Different friends. We should have got drinks.
Sometimes guess you are.
Get a drink.
Sometimes guess you are.
Well, mate, fucking, I'm setting this shit up, so that's the fucking all you
get.
Yeah,
that's my laptop.
That's true, but like.
And my headphones.
Who paid for these?
Me.
Fucking did you fuck? Yeah, so like when you come to like maybe like what 17 or something, the only thing you fucking do is football outside.
Yeah, true.
And even that sometimes you can't even be off, so you just sit on PlayStation all day.
Yeah, you wait outside for 15 minutes and then cold.
Fuck's sake. But we had house parties and stuff when we were 16 and stuff. But
no, I didn't.
Did you not ever come to any of them?
No.
Fuck, so we had both different stages of life.
You didn't invite me.
It's not fucking my fault. Fucking the way things were. It's not my fucking fault. If I knew fucking earlier.
Is that what the podcast is called?
I've fucking swore about fucking 500 times within like a minute. Just saying the F word over and over again. So this is going to be an explicit podcast.
Oh,
and it's going on YouTube.
Rated 18.
Yeah, well, I've not got to the dirty stuff yet.
Rated T.
So, yeah, it's kind of just the way the things have been. So how did you ever do anything when you were younger? Obviously, because you live like kind of out in the countryside. Did you actually?
I haven't always lived there.
Where did you live before?
Oh, I went to my grand's house before that.
Okay.
Because we were waiting on his house.
Yeah.
And then I lived around the corner from my high school, like near the Locklands pub. It was like in that street.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what? One of like the flats things there, the half.
No, it was actual.
Semi.
It was an actual house.
It was an actual house. Where
Yeah.
the hell was that?
What? It's just like on the Locklands street.
Yeah. So what was on the right side?
No, left side.
I don't even. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I get where you are now. Yeah.
But my first house was in Lenton Road.
What's that?
Near Maeve.
Oh, okay.
It's like one of the streets across from it.
So it's a bit dodgy. Whatever.
Yeah, but I was like one when I lived there.
Oh, so that's alright then. I actually myself used to live at the opposite end of town. So I think I was there until maybe like 6 months, 7 months old or something.
Alright.
And then we moved to this house, and this house used to have a pond and everything. But
wait, you've stayed in this house for like your whole life?
Yeah. But like, when we first came here, I think I was like one or two or something. There was a pond in the back garden, and there was like concrete everywhere. And one day, I must have been outside in the back garden. They weren't paying attention. I fell into this pond when I'm like 1 or 2. So I probably started fucking drowning. Good parents they were. Got that out, and then everything was gone. So like the concrete and everything was gone. The pond was gone. And then it was just what it is just now, like grass, that path, and then that wee stone area. That's all I had. Which is like, and then compared to my last house, which was like a semi-detached, had a patio area, and I think we had like a wee garden or something, like a wee like flower planting thing, seeds and shit.
Right. I used to live in Freakum.
Freakum.
Yeah.
So that's
that was
quite
like my
distant.
first proper house I remember.
Yeah. I think that's kind of why I thought like you might have been staying like somewhere, like you might have went to a different primary school than St Thomas, because where St Thomas is the opposite end of town.
Yeah.
I think if it was in my, if I lived at my old house, I probably would have been going to St Thomas.
Yeah.
Because I was like kind of across from where the academy was.
Huh.
And I can't remember what the road was. I'm not going to say anything.
I've been in my house since like 2010, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've lived here all my life, so I've seen like a lot of changes. I've seen shit. But I've seen, we used to have, so across over there, you're not obviously going to see it on the fucking podcast, but the house next to me, there was actually people that lived there before, which was like, they were actually a younger couple with a kid.
Yeah.
So I used to, when I was younger, obviously there was 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe like 5 houses where all the kids would come out and play like hide and seek, Kirby, and that kind of stuff. And then I think he moved to Wales or something. I think his family was in Wales, so they all moved to Wales. And then another family came in, and they had a kid. And I was still at the age where I was going out with these people and stuff at that time. I'm probably really far away from the mic, so I'm going to come back a bit closer. So then they came in, so it was like everybody was hanging around there, and then you kind of just grow like out of like all of that and shit.
Yeah.
That didn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, but you kind of get what I'm saying. But so I've seen them move, and then 2 houses to the left, that relationship broke up. So the boy bought a house around the corner,
yeah,
and the wife fucking knows where she is. She's fucking gone, but I think she was a bitch, so I'm not going to say anything about that. That's a controversial topic there. So then more people moved in there, and besides that, I don't think that's it, but you see like house upgrades and stuff all the time on the street and stuff. So you've seen like new houses being absolutely renovated from the small. There's a small house down the road that's been like, it's a fucking huge house now, but I think this is the only house that hasn't really changed.
Alright.
Maybe it's just like freshened up a bit. And then the back garden, obviously what we're sitting in right now, this log cabin, was literally built like this year, like 2 months ago. So this is like the new thing from this. And then decking. We never had decking here, it was just grass. No, the bit where the log cabin is used to be stone.
Alright.
And then everything else is grass. So everything's been totally changed out. I don't know, I've got like a draft machine back in November, and it's making a noise. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear that on the mic. Probably not, because these mics are pretty decent and not picking up just shite.
Fucking luxurious.
So yeah. So like the other houses compared to like your house that you're in just now, are they totally different? As in like smaller? Because obviously you've been like living with you live with your whole family,
yeah.
Which is like mental. Like
well, except my 2 sisters who are like.
Yeah, but they're older now, so it's kind of different. But like.
They used to stay with me in Freakum though.
Yeah. Like it's kind of different for like where I am, because I was an only child, so I've been with my mum and dad the entire time.
Yeah.
But I've never had a sibling. I've never had a fucking pet.
But you got a whole floor to yourself, you lucky cunt.
Yeah, but I'll tell you about. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that about the renovation thing. Where I stay is a 2-floor house. When we first came here, it was a 1-floor house. That whole top bit got renovated out. So there was a bedroom up there, a toilet up there, and we had a spare bedroom up there. Next thing, the spare bedroom became my gaming room, which I don't even game that much anymore. So that's kind of been put down the shitter.
Too busy making podcasts now.
That's it. That's it. That's where the life starts. And then we had my room, but like it's kind of like an L shape. So if you came in the room, the L went to the right.
Because you're always taking them.
Hell yeah. But that's where my bed was, and it was like a single. Actually, I've had my bed in like. I know. Shut up. I'm not going to be that close all the time though.
Didn't even say that.
But like you could come through the door, my bed's been like in front, but it's like a single fucking got a slide and everything. And then it's been on, and then somebody came over one time. I've had people piss on that fucking slide. Like literally, I don't know how old we were, but I had someone like just a neighbour like down the road. They came, and I was showing them the slide, and they were laughing so much about the slide that they started pissing, right? And instead of sliding down the slide, they were getting stuck, and it was like slowly just like like jittering down, so it'd be like do like in the way it was, and they were still just laughing and pissing themselves, and this puddle just like drops down the slide and it's just hit the bottom of the slide. So and then one of my neighbours, they came, they're like, oh fuck it, I'll just jump on the fucking slide. Jumped on it, you hear the thing fucking crack, but it's still up. You look underneath it, where the screw was or the bolt, it's been absolutely just like cracked, so it's like a bolt and the thing's been cracked, so we're like, nah, we need to get rid of that. So we took that out. So all I had was the we had stairs, and then we had the bed, and then the bottom bit was just like clear, like there was nothing there. I thought it was a Carhartt joggers there, but what the fuck's that about? So I had that, and then that bed got moved like around the corner where the drawers and stuff are just now. And then I was like, fuck that, I'm too like old for this shit. Double bed, mate, double bed, stepping up the game.
I've still got a single.
You still got a single.
Staying back in the game.
Yeah. So like, that's how it was. But yeah, it's just kind of chatting shit. This podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just the first teaser one. See what happens. We didn't have like an actual topic. What I've got written down on my notes is about life from past and how we were brought up. That's the topic for this podcast. If it gets fucking uploaded, I think it will. This is a pretty decent podcast.
Pretty decent,
like I think if people come and watch this, they'll get a laugh, and then we'll just get mugged off for it. Well, I'll get mugged off because I don't fucking shut up. But there will be other like situations which we've been in. We'll probably get mentioned in other podcasts and stuff, and maybe stuff about the world. But like, I don't look into fucking politics because fuck politics.
Fuck the government.
Fuck Boris Johnson. So it's that kind of like that sort of thing. So have you see that when you first moved into that house that you're in just now? Did you renovate anything at all?
Well, we didn't have the caravan.
You didn't have the caravan.
Yeah, and you know where that, you know how when you came, all my family came out.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, you know how there was like,
situation.
you know how there was like a wooden bit.
Where?
There's like a wooden fence.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, well that's like the porch from the
Okay.
conservatory.
Yeah.
So when we got the house, there was no conservatory.
Right, okay.
It was just like a shed
Yeah.
that was smaller than this. It was like from there to that end of the couch.
Sheesh.
And then all the grass was like this high.
Fuck.
All the amount of shit we found in that grass. It was like a fucking trailer.
There's a fucking trailer in
Yeah,
the
like
grass.
the frame of the trailer.
Fucking hell. I remember because the situation which he's on about when like all his family came out. I went to pick him up. I can't remember. Were you going out for tea or something? You were at your grand's birthday or something.
Yeah, we were going to Dundee.
What were we going to Dundee for?
I think it was.
It was like it might have been it. It was like mid afternoon or something.
Yeah, it was
like
it, I think.
mid later
Yeah,
afternoon.
because it was my grand's party, but it wasn't actually her birthday.
Yeah, and the way we came in, I came in. I think it was just me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like, park around the car. Did I even move the car around? I think I just reversed out because there's too many cars.
Yeah, you just reversed
So there's
out,
too many cars, so I couldn't
I
even
told you
like
to
turn
reverse
around.
out.
Yeah, but the way that fucking road is, he's like on a fucking main single road. How do you call it? Single carriageway road.
Yeah.
So you're doing 60, and then all of a sudden there's just like a fucking like fucking what do you call it? Like a very bandy turn.
Yeah.
Like a deep fucking curve, pulling into his driveway. I don't fucking my words are off today.
Are they always on?
They always are. But you come in and then it's like a stone driveway thing.
Yeah.
But there was cars fucking everywhere. It's like left, right, and centre. You look, there's a fucking car except one breaks there's a hedge. So I just pulled in and I was like, I'm picking him up. It's not going to be that much of a bother. I turned to my left and I see you came up first. Didn't you? He comes up first and I'm like, okay, cool, he's coming. You did like a wee whoa. You did a wee whoa. And then all of a sudden, his whole it's like a cult. His whole family come out and they just do this like. It was kind of creepy at the time. It was like a creepy wave, just like this all like, "Hello, we're here too."
No, there was
sort
no
of like, but it was like fucking mad when I fucking came down. All of them, I'm not even joking. There was like fucking 20 of them or so, just pulled out, just waving at me, smiling, and I was like fucking pissing myself and shitting myself at the same time.
It's like Pennywise.
It was. So like he's just like coming and gets in the car and they're all still fucking waving and I'm just like, what the fuck has just happened here? And then your uncle or something came and like let us out.
Oh no, that was my
step uncle.
No.
Your sister's fiance. Yeah. That's why I said like, what would that be? A step brother.
No, almost yeah.
Step brother.
My brother-in-law actually.
Brother-in-law. That's it. That's the one. He came and like let us out. I didn't even need help.
I know.
He was just like fuck. Like he literally was like one of those like traffic people. What do you call them? For letting kids cross the road.
Oh, lollipop.
Lollipop.
ladies.
But it was like a lollipop man.
Yeah.
Like, he just came, just like trying to stop fucking cars and getting past and everything, and he was just like fucking air traffic control, like with the two lights, right, pull out, that sort of thing. I'm just chatting the biggest load of shit. I've said this like 3 times already, but I actually am at
Welcome
times.
to the Chat and Shit podcast.
I know, just change it up. Yeah, so that was an experience too. There's not really a lot. Like, I can't. Was there big things going on with me and you in like high school? I remember the maths situations. It's like we had fucking like a strict maths teacher, and we were doing, what was it, Nat 5?
Yeah.
Nat 5, we got put down to Nat 4 because we're
Yeah.
dumb as fuck. You can obviously tell that because they keep missing out words and can't remember words. Yeah, so we were in that maths class, and we did something like talking or something. She hated fucking talking. Like, if you taught her, that was you getting whipped and sent out of the class. That's why I hated high school. You're always so strict. Like, see, if you swore, that'd be it. Detention for like a week.
She was actually cool on like the last days before like the holidays.
She's alright, but like, you've got to be like strict to the work and that, which at that time, when we were younger, what were we, 15 or something?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be like that, like, grown up. Like,
I
you
know.
don't really, there's a thing that I was looking at, and you don't really grow up till you're like mid-20s or something.
Yeah.
That's when you actually grow up. Because when you think about it with our age, yeah, we are grown up, but we're doing a fucking podcast right now. What the hell's that about?
I know.
Like, we thought about this 2 days ago, and now we're doing it. We're seeing how it goes.
Yeah.
It's going to be posted on like SoundCloud and YouTube, so
That sounds pretty good.
might post that somewhere. We'll wait and see. Yeah, so she was quite strict, and we must have been talking or something. Our table was actually banging.
Yeah, I know.
Like, with the other 3 people we had, it was always a fucking laugh. Which, like, now we never talk to them.
I know.
Well, no, I did talk to Callum sometimes.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Alright.
he plays for Dundee now, but
Too busy on his career.
yeah, mad career. Yeah, so we were talking or something, and the next thing she goes, "Get outside," and we're just like, "Oh, fuck's sake, man!" And then she started talking to us. She was like, "So why were you talking?" And none of us answered. I was like, "Well, one of us is gonna have to fucking answer." So I was like, "Yeah, sorry for talking. What were we talking about? Huh? What were we talking about? Trying to like fucking get shit out of us."
Making podcasts.
And Liam's standing here saying fuck all, and giving me all the fucking pressure to talk and
Well, yeah.
everything.
What else was supposed to do?
Well, it was a teamwork. We both fucked
What
up.
do you mean teamwork?
It was teamwork. We both fucked up, and
It was at this moment we both know. We
yeah.
fucked up.
So did we even get detention? I think we got detention for like a few days or something.
Yeah, it was just like interval or
which
something.
is mental just for talking. I think that might have been the second time she told us off, or the third time or something.
Yeah. It was just during like the 15-minute break we had. It wasn't like lunch or that.
Yeah, I don't think it was like crazy what it was. So we got told off for that. And
That's
then
like the only
after that,
detention
I've always brought it up and be like, you bastard, you put all that pressure on me
What do you mean?
to talk. I didn't want to talk.
Didn't do anything, mate.
I wasn't. I was kind of shy. I didn't have the confidence that I've got now. We'll go with that. What you say? Give me a little shake of the head there. But like, yeah, we're definitely boosted up in confidence now.
Yeah. Especially with the Beatles.
Especially with the Beatles. The Beatles are something else. Like, so we've got they're kind of going to tell where we are now. I think I mentioned the name at the start, but we've got a nightclub in Arbroath, and it's called the Beatles. And the photo for it, I might put a clip of it on. If this is going on YouTube, I might put a clip of just like the photo of it. It's like the Beatles in white writing, and then the photo is Danny DeVito, which I don't even know if he knows we've got a nightclub devoted to him.
Probably not.
Which is mental. Hopefully we do. See, do you know what they should do? They should put like a photo up of like Danny DeVito in DeVito's or something, with like the sign or something.
I doubt he'll ever come here.
Fuck knows. If this podcast gets big, that's the first thing I'm
Get Danny
doing.
DeVito on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. And speak about how
I'm here in
DeVito's is a
Arbroath.
thing. Like, our small town is not that bad though.
Yeah, no.
Like,
It's the biggest in Agus.
yeah, like, I wouldn't mind living. I'd prefer to live here than fucking living in Dundee.
Yeah, no.
Like,
That's too busy.
yeah, you're more open here, and you actually do have like facilities and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, by facilities, I mean like you've got your Tesco, Asda, and Morrison's,
Yeah. And
which a
farm
lot of small towns only have one,
and farm foods.
and farm foods. Can't forget about farm foods. And we got Lidl,
Yeah.
and then we're getting the whole like that whole
Is that actually happening now?
what
That stuff beside outside.
Yeah, I
after.
think that's what I was about to say. I think that's actually going to happen.
Is it?
Which then we've already got a McDonald's and KFC. We're going to get a Burger King as well.
Yes.
And then like is it a Costa Coffee or something?
Yeah, and a B&M, I think.
Yeah, so we're getting quite a bit, and we're literally this small town, but because I'm pretty sure one of our main sources is fish.
Yeah.
We are a small
That's
fishing
what we're
town.
famous for.
Yeah, and we got this fish called the smoky, which is made from like a barrel and shit. I do not like it at all. I don't like you do.
I don't like smoked fish. I'm not really trying it.
Yeah, I've had I don't like cold smoked like salmon. I don't like cold salmon at all. But I can eat hot salmon any day of the week.
Yeah.
Like any day.
Wait, so do you like sushi?
I've never tried sushi. Were we not gonna go and try sushi?
Were we?
Or was that someone else I was
I'm
talking
sure
about?
we were going to go with chopsticks once.
What happened with that?
But then we went. Where did we go?
Is that because we had someone else with us?
I think we just went. Well, it was just us and Scott. I think we just went to Burger King instead.
Because Scott's like, fussy. I'm trying to see if my voice is trying to fuck up there.
Yeah,
Listen to the headphones.
Because Michael suggested chopsticks, and then we just went to Burger King.
I would have done chopsticks.
I've never been there.
Chopsticks is good.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
It smells good.
You get it's like a lot. It's fucking mint. You get like 3 choices of meat or something, and then you get like rice or noodles. But like one of your meats can be even spring rolls. And you get like 4 of them or something.
Yes.
Which
What
is
is
totally
that?
the best way to go.
Is that normal size or mini?
I think it's the mini ones, but you get 4 of them.
That's not enough.
But that's one side. That could be one side.
Yeah.
Which we had. I don't know, the way I do, I would rather have fucking just 3 bits of meat, like the chicken and beef and stuff.
Yeah.
Beef and broccoli. What did they have? Like caramel chicken or something, which is totally a weird thing.
What the hell?
But it actually tastes pretty good. And then Korean barbecue, sweet and sour, obviously, because that's like the main fucking one that everybody eats. So like, you go to a Chinese and you think, oh, you've got like your kung pao chicken and that. No, sweet and sour chicken is like the thing that everybody goes for, and they think is like the shit. Which is like, it's not even like sweet and sour chicken Hong Kong style. It's sweet and sour chicken, like the balls, battered chicken balls, in sauce. Which is, I'm not gonna lie, when I was younger, that's the only thing I used to have. I wasn't a fussy eater as such, but like a lot of things I didn't like maybe some veg or something.
Yeah.
I ate a lot when I was younger. I mind like we went into a Frankie and Benny's, and I wanted like a full rack of ribs as a main, and I'm like 12 or something, right? And I was like, oh, I want to do a starter too though. Can I do a starter too? They're like, no, you won't be able to finish that. And I was dying for the starter. I started greeting just so I could get the starter. It didn't work in the end, to be honest though. But I don't even think I finished those ribs. But like that's how I was with food when I was younger. I wasn't even like a fat kid. But I am now. I'm what you said. No, I'm not. But I definitely wasn't that much of a fat kid when I was younger. Maybe when I was like really 6, 7. But then I started losing weight when I was
Vulcan season.
Yeah, my Vulcan season. But I did lose a lot of weight. Well, I didn't lose weight. I wasn't fat. That's the situation that I've got. I wasn't really fat. When I was younger, I was doing cricket.
Yeah.
I was doing basketball in primary school. I was doing taekwondo, which was absolutely shit. They never taught you like. It was always what do you call them? Patterns. So you'd be like punch, block,
repetitive,
turn to the right, punch, block, and do that all the way around. And then that's like one pattern that you learn.
Yeah.
You do that, you get your fucking black belt. Like that's the way it was. It was stupid. It definitely wasn't taekwondo. And when I was younger, I had mates.
Did you?
Yeah. I surprisingly, and they did that taekwondo in the other bit of town, which they actually taught you proper fucking like moves.
Yeah.
And every time that we'd like speak about it, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I learned this pattern, but it's good." And then they'd be like, "Yeah, but it's not actual taekwondo." I was like, "Yes, it fucking is," because I was so like, it's actually shit, but I don't want to move to the other one and start again.
Yeah.
So it was like you go in there, half an hour of dodgeball or something, and then like an hour and a bit of learning your patterns and stuff, and then that would be the night. But like, I obviously got the piss taken out and be like, oh no, it was an hour and a half of dodgeball and then half an hour of patterns.
I would be complaining.
No, I actually did enjoy it. The thing is, I actually met people on there from the cricket, some of them, and some of them I still talk to now. Some of them I meet in DeVito's and stuff. And I'm like, well, fuck it, like you. What are you saying? Whoa. Yeah, so I'm starting to talk to more people like that were in the year above and stuff, which I recognised. Because there was a person in my Reggie who had a kid when we were like, I think it was like 14 or something, so they would have been like 15, 16. It was dodgy as fuck, whatever it was. and he was never into school or anything. He left. I've seen him in the videos last weekend.
Right.
Yeah, you'll think he left in 4th year or something.
Does he go all the time, or was it just that weekend?
I've seen him the last few weekends. He never used to go out at all. I'd never see this boy, and then all of a sudden, like the last maybe few months, he's been there, which is like it's cool seeing and all. But I remember he was trying to make a DJ career for himself and a gaming channel and everything.
Like someone.
Well, no, because I made a gaming channel when I was younger called Matt Gaming. You can probably find it and find like one video with like a deafening.
Yeah, just unsubscribe.
Yeah, probably it's a better idea. But I actually did have another. I think I had another channel before that called Skyrocket or something.
I swear that's your main one now. Or that's your
No, that's just my one that I made, but it's not actually for anything for uploading or anything.
Alright.
Because I got the nickname Skyrocket when we were in high school, but that might get talked about in another episode unless it comes up now.
Yeah, save it.
Yeah, just save it. Yeah, so he was trying to make a gaming career and all this stuff, and I see him sort of like the past few months. I'm like talking to him and seeing how he's getting on. It's weird. He's changed. I don't want to say names in the podcast.
No, but
even though we've already said some.
Have I spoken to him before?
Ginger guy in the year above.
Nah, it's not ringing any bells. I'll probably know his face.
Yeah, you might know his face. But I think he's actually broke up with his bird at that time, so the bird's got the kid, and I doubt he even sees the fucking bird or the kid with the way he was, so it's dodgy as fuck.
He's got a parrot.
He's got a parrot. Speaking about kids, I have a baby mama. Nah, I'm joking.
Are you?
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that.
If you're listening.
If you're listening. That just sounds creepy as fuck.
If you're listening.
So, yeah. But you must not be like seeing people in the videos that like from the past and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's like, is there older people?
No.
Because Scott was saying.
Basically, people from primary.
Yeah, one of our mates was saying that like last weekend, I was in the smoking area. I don't smoke. I social smoke. But even that, I hate doing that. So it must be when I'm.
Do you just go outside with people who do smoke?
It just must be when I'm like really. Yeah. Well, like I didn't have any facts. I had that lighter.
Yeah.
That fucking rammer turned into a fucking flamethrower the other day.
Alright.
But yeah, I went into the smoking area and I was talking to some guy and I got fags off him. And one of our mates was saying I was talking to these like two older women that knew my mum, and I can't clarify that at all because I can't remember that whatsoever. Talking to those two people, I only remember talking to that guy because he was on about fucking jumping off the cliffs and that when he was younger, like, not trying to kill himself. That sounds really bad.
Yeah, it does.
But like we've got like the Devil's like cliff and all that shit down where we are. Yeah. You can jump off there into the water. I don't know if you can with that one, but there is other bits. So I was talking about with him with that when he was doing that. I've never done that. You're fucked up. I've walked down it and I've camped. I'll talk about that another episode about like holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
And just doing crazy shit.
I don't really have good stories to talk about.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. So pretty much what it is, it's me talking and you reviewing.
I'm just sitting here.
You're just reviewing everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And just making me jokes in between or going band-aids or something like that. Just like out of nowhere in between. So yeah, I don't know why. Like maybe because like the way you were growing up, like you were out in the country, you're always with your family and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different. Like with me as an only child, I have to go out. I don't have a younger brother or sister or that.
Yeah. So
I'd go out. I remember I've had fights with my neighbours and shit, like proper fucking fights with like the parents would be like, you're not going to talk to them and shit. But like that just fucks off.
Imagine neighbours. Imagine having neighbours.
You don't. Yeah, he lives in the country. So he has fuck all neighbours. You've got what is it? The other small town. I'm not going to name of it, but you've got another small town where there was probably people there. But it's a fucking trek going back there every day. And like you don't know, like maybe there was people in your like primary school that went to that town. Waterwood.
Well, I knew someone from high school that lived there.
Yeah. Well, there you go then.
I don't know if he still does.
Fuck knows. I don't know. It's crazy though, because like, how the fuck we got onto this topic?
I don't even know.
We're just kind of seeing how it goes. You know what? We'll finish up the podcast here. How about
that? Yeah. Leave it as a cliffhanger.
Yeah, we'll leave it as a cliffhanger. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. It's pretty much just me blabbering on about shit.
Yeah, because I don't have any stories.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get stories into them for the next episode, definitely.
I don't have good memory though, so I can't.
Either do I. We're not starting another podcast. But like, yeah, we'll fucking see how it goes. Hope you enjoyed.
Peace.
See you later.